Well, welcome back to Sosnovka NOT, version 3.1 by Johnny Vee, and we're carrying on with our mowing today. Yeah, I know you saw this last time, but you can see it again. I'll see some more of it. I know Duck will be very pleased. Duck Lawley, he loves his mowing. Oh, and by the way, have you noticed that in 19 I just announced that the Big M is back? Not this version, it's the 450, slightly smaller one, but even so we have a mower back, a big mower, last seen on FS 2013, and I remember using it quite a bit on bigger maps on 13, mainly because it's quick and easy. You can't get much quicker and easier than this, let's face it. Right, how we do now? As you see, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, running standard time, as I quite often do, and I speed up time when I want to. I just bypass time. Not the recommended way with seasons, but it works for me anyway. But I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. I can't remember if I've done the other med or not. And we've got to collect this. This is all gone for silage because we have more than enough hay. We won't want to gather any more hay this year until I should imagine summer next year. And that's it. We're finished here, and I will be borrowing, as I said before, a small seeder to do these little bits here and show it in the top or in the hive. Right, let it all go. And just before we do anything else, we will have a quick look and see that we have actually done this, the other meadow. Put it on the grass. No, probably what I'm doing is no, we've got the other one still to do. Right, half expected that to disappear into the weeds as I was looking away. Now, have we got anything coming in? The visibility isn't of its best on this. It's not really built for a lot of road use. It's very wide. We seem to be having a few stutters. I've got a feeling I may have to redo my shader cache again. I may have a few conflicts in this one. I do tend to run rather a lot of mods in the background, a lot of scripting mods. You never know which ones are going to interfere with what, but we'll see if this clears up. No, I think I can deal with it. A little bit of stutter, just a matter of interest. Yeah, it's running a little bit on the slow side at the moment. This map normally runs at close, it's near as damn at 60. Let's see what. Oh yeah, we moved some wool out of the way. We're going to leave the wool until the spring before we sell again. That's the best prices in the spring. Oh, it looks like it's calmed down again. That's better. Looks like something along that road there needs to be recached. I want to just investigate my shader cache folder. I know last time I had this problem, that's because somehow I got a second file that crept its way in there. Yeah, these little files, you know, they get everywhere. No, what I've got. Oh, we missed. I was a bit nervous on this thing along here because this is, I say, a big, wide bit of farm machinery. Not the best sighting in the world. And that was better than the ones I used on 15 for sighting. OEB done a very good job on theirs, but the sighting wasn't at its best. Now I'm just going to turn this round. Hopefully we have got that right place. We're fine anyway. I'm going to start just by going around the edge here. Better slow that down a bit. It's going a bit quicker than I could deal with. That's it, we're... Oh yeah, it's not far out actually. Not far out at all. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about what I miss. We got so much hay. We got almost a full barn of hay. We got over a barn full of straw. With 44 sheep, they will be eating quite a bit of hay, and that's all I feed the sheep on is hay. It works. Grass goes for making silage, for money. Sell it, the finished silage down to the BJA, what I don't want for the cows, and don't need that much for the cattle. Yes, the stuff is coming together now for the F19. We're beginning to get the fact sheet Friday regular roller again. I know it's a new skid steer. I'm just hoping it doesn't mean that JCB are disappearing, because one of the things they've done on JCB was their skid steer, and this one looks to be taking the place of it. I'm not so worried about the skid steer. I never use them. I prefer proper equipment. They are proper equipment, but I much prefer tractors and such like. Just put that on the cruise again. I'm not following the line up here. I'm not too worried about what I miss and what I don't miss around the edge here. I don't want to get too close to those posts or the road. And you can see we are off the actual cultivated area here, or mainly off it. Do one headland, and we start up and down. Once we got that down, we're going to connect up to the loading wagons. They call it, I call it forage wagon. The self-loading forage wagon. Also need to just sort out this little bit. We've still got crops that definitely isn't grass in there. Right, we're around here now. I'm going to lift that up, slow this right down. This thing has a brilliant turning circle though, it really does. So we better drop that down. And away we go. Now we just start going up and down there. Well, this is the start of another week for me. I've only got 5 days recording this week. Got a couple of things going on tomorrow. We're off to Duxford. And then you see there's about 2 weeks after we get back to Duxford. But such is my recording schedule. And Friday we've got to take the car in the morning just to have a check over, just a normal check over, nothing's wrong with it. Very pleased with it still. Well, I haven't actually driven it yet. I try not to drive the car if I can help it. I don't like driving, I hate it. I prefer being on 2 wheels any day of the week, even when it's raining. And there we go for another buzz up the road. Can't remember which version of mower I got here. Oh yeah, this is the latest version. It's the one where you can spread wide or spread windrow. So it must be the very latest one. I think it's GTX Andy behind this one. With the I think it's with the LS Modding company. I don't think it's with GTX Modding. I get confused. Well, at my age, it's not really a surprise. And as I'm recording this, just before I record, I noticed that my good mate Cowdo Roy just released his latest map for 17. It will be, as I understand, his last map for 17. He's now figuring out how he's going to get on 19, because it's quite a bit different. And it's Maypole, which looks like an Irish map. I have done a quick look around video which is on this channel, and I will say Maypole, the sound of this map, it's all playable on PCSG. I have made a few changes to this map, but this boat welder, don't think I upset Johnny too much, but I got it as I wanted. No seed, no fertilizer, no fuel actually on the farm. I have to go and grab it all. Well, mind you, the seed and all that isn't any problem, because he had all the seed making equipment in there and the fertilizer making equipment. But the fertilizer is just on a tanker, which is the way I prefer to do it. It's like having all that stuff on the farm. On a never-ending supply. It wouldn't be so bad if you had to refill the stuff yourself. But I don't mean make the fuel, I mean just go to the garage and buy a tanker load. But that's my own view on farming, or on playing farming. I'm no farmer. As anybody who's watched me can tell, I think we're going to get another episode out of this yet. We'll get the mowing done today and we should start picking up. And I'm actually waiting now, of course, for the last couple of fields to ripen. And one of them is the one which will be the second harvest this year on. And it looks like we're going to be lucky. I'm just, keep looking at the weather forecast, and it looks like it's going to be fine all the way. Well, on the days I need it to be fine. Hopefully it will be ready by the 5th day of autumn, on which case I can get it all in good time. Let's find out where this line is. That must be this one we've got to grab onto. Yeah, that is. I did think when I when I plowed this field to actually make this a more square, but it's actually more fun like this. It's one of the reasons I very rarely use hard work, because I very rarely play farms with square fields. And hard work, with the best will in the world, hates it when the fields are odd shaped. And I prefer the automation, the full automation of course play any day. But that's just me. Maybe we can round again. Only about a couple more passes I would have thought. I wonder if I can... There we are, we can see it now. Oh yeah, look at that. Two and a bit passes possibly. I love this mini-map. There has been some brilliant little mods come out, and this is one of them. It's not a big mod, but it does a job what needed doing. It gives you more information on the screen, which is always handy. Oh, yeah, one more pass, and I think we'll call it on this one, and we're going to start collecting. I'll collect the far one first. We've got plenty of time. We've got all today, and we've got 2 more periods before we get Ryan. And that's always the problem. I remember I've just been watching Species, and he just got his mould and tethered some height, and what happened? It rained. Before he got a chance to bail it and get it in. Always unfortunate that. Oh no, another couple of little passes, little mini passes. Now I wonder if we can actually come up here and just do this bit by eye. Be picking up by eye, so it won't really make much difference. Like I'm automating the pickup. I'll keep the line on the screen. I can follow it. Hopefully follow it near enough. Oh yeah, one little bit left. I've used this system before, just following the line on another map using older equipment, I believe. Can't remember which one it was now. I've done so many series. I just forget what is what. Right, that's it. We're done. Now, unlike the mowers, this doesn't object when you change gear. Come on. It does object when you try and put it in to cruise control. In that it refuses to go. The better thing about slowing down. So one of the beauties of using this bit of kit, you don't have to worry about raking it afterwards, because it's wide enough to grab everything quite easily. Now my seat started to creak, and I know I'm putting on weight, but that's ridiculous. Put this away. I don't think I'll bother to wash it. We'll be using it again until the end of the year. Just got to remember which barn this came out of and from which side. What we can just do is switch off that for now. I don't need that going anymore. The most of the fields are now ready for next for the spring, and the ones that have already been harvested, so I ain't got to worry about those. We're coming on the top end near the workshop. I'm not even certain when we've got Services thing again. Shouldn't be in there. Should be in the next one, I believe. Yeah, we'll bung it in here. I will kind of cap this. There is certainly a slowdown just here for some reason. I could try and use the mirrors, but I don't think they're the best mirrors in the world again. That will do. Back on the cables, I just switch everything off. Alright. How about find a tractor? Which one shall we use? We use the little green one, shall we? Yeah, let's. That is a full constant variable transmission. I haven't got to worry about even just shoving it into drive, and that's me lot. The lazy man's gearbox. As you can see, we've got plenty of straw and grass, and we've got more straw over the other side still. The only one thing I find with these CVT gearboxes, they're a little bit, you know, you haven't got the slow speed control as you've got on an ordinary one. I didn't get back that far enough. Let's hope we've done it this time. It's a little bit better. Yeah, it's just, well, in actual fact we didn't. You'd never connect that up from where I was. Alright. This is a nice easy little run. Oh, I'm not going to cross the bridge. Certainly not when I'm loaded, so I think we might as well go this way, and I will put the beacons on. And another little thing, the little light HUD add-on there, which shows what's actually on in your lighting department. And that's also another lovely little mod. I think we get one load done, that would be it. I will, and we should better finish this off next time. If we don't, I will do the rest off screen, but I'm going to do this out, do most of this on screen. That actually looks like high this. I don't particularly want that. I'm going to try and pick it up afterwards, but follow the line. Get the outside one done first. It should be quite a good harvest of grass. Oh, mind you, we're going to miss quite a bit if I corner like that anymore. In fact, I think what we'll do, we'll go on to a slow cruise speed, 8 miles an hour. We should have hit most of this then. There's no great rush to get it done. It's not like we've got anything else much to do. The animals should be alright for another couple of days. Might just want to go and get the eggs off the chickens. In the winter I will be allowing the chickens to breed. Because we've got the enhanced chicken mod on here. Not the water trough feature, not for the chickens, I have for the sheep and the cattle. I do think about bringing the grazing mod on here, but that's not really worthwhile. Ooh. Yeah, this is hard work around here. Perhaps I should have brought the other one. It doesn't like being on a full lock, trying to get around that corner. Be easy once we've got the headland done. Yes, certainly either during the autumn, one of those rainy days, I think I will just lease a small seeder and just do these corners here. It's beginning to annoy me now, seeing that cloud texture there all the time. I'm certainly not going to use our 15-metre spread seeder. It's a bit overkill. Right, 70% full. This is quite a big box on this forage wagon. It looks like we're going to get a lap done. Yeah, 85, yeah, we're going to get a lap done. We're not going to fill up that time. I wonder if this hay will pick up. No, I didn't want to pick up first in case I couldn't then pick any grass up. No, I don't think it has. Shouldn't do by rights, because it's a different material. Although in real life, because it would, it wouldn't make any difference to it. It's material to go in to the box, and that's it. There, we're almost there. We're there. First load done. Yeah, this tractor don't want to run as well as I was expecting loaded. And that's a save, it's not a stutter. Yes, that's certainly struggling up here. No, it should be alright on the flat again. There's not much of a hill there. I have got the more realistic mass weight on it, because I'm not using more realistic itself. I'm using the mass weight mod, which came out before more realistic, just to add a little bit more semi-realism. No, I could put it in there in soil, making the silage in the bunkers, but I'm not going to. I don't like. Although they're not too bad now, I say I don't like using them. I've been using them on the challenge map, and they're not actually that bad. Not like they were when they 17 first launched. Right, there we go. Round a jolly old corner, get on here, and we'll take it back and start loading up another lot. I prefer this thing, the GTX silage silo. I tend to use that one more than most because it works. Getting rid of digitate can be a bit of a problem, but I always spray that on the fields. Not so bad on this map where we've got several fields. And because no pigs, they all went to the experimental facility Stock's experimental facility just down the road a bit. The pigs were getting to be just one animal too many for us. The cows and the sheep were keeping us busy enough. Yeah, there is stuttering still. I have to look at that. And so maybe a mod, just a little bit of conflict. But I followed this out after I've been playing for quite a while. A map that starts to slow down, and it doesn't help with how I mess about with them. I don't think they like having their innards tweaked a bit. Mind you, what I do isn't tweaking, it's quite often destroying. Right, let's get round here. We get at a start, and I'll do my wind down. I'm not certain how far we got. We're starting another. One, so it's thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, come on, give it a go. You know you really want to. If you do subscribe, just ring the little bell and you get notified whenever a new video goes live. I think that's all those bits I need. Yes. So any comments, questions, queries, bad jokes. Mind you, if you've got any bad jokes, I should warn you, Stu is the expert on bad jokes, and he tells a lot of them in the chat. I'm just going to pick up the other line. I think we might just want a little bit of four-wheel drive. We got ourselves completely stuck here. That's better. Getting out of it now. It just doesn't like. Well, I've got this because I still got the thing down, and it doesn't help. That's better. Just leave it on four-wheel drive. Yes, any comments, questions, queries, bad jokes, well, anything else you want to put it into the comment section below this video. I read every comment and I try and reply to them all. We'll get to the end there, and I just will get rid of some of this stuff here, so I get my picture, and I'm going to probably do that after I've said the final bit, which is, and from me, it's cheerio for now. Cheerio.